Hello, hello. I'm just finishing the setup. 1 second. There are a lot of buttons to click to go live. Lot of buttons. Also because I post the news on a few places, on Twitter, on our Facebook group, in our calendar. So yep, you have to automatize it. Yeah, it would be nice, but I don't know exactly how, because in so many different websites, so I don't know really how to do that. Oh, since yesterday no one spoke in our Discord? Really? I'm the only poster. It was a quiet day. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Hello, good evening. Welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. The game that was never finished. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. So the good news is that I managed to do some progress to move forward with this. I fixed the bug that we had yesterday. I can show you, but now it seems to, well, let's try it again together. But it seems to work much better than yesterday. And hello, smash, bash, nyash, trash, nyash, mash, blash. How are you? Hello, Video Nomad. Hey. Yeah, it would be nice. Well, I mean, usually streamers, you know, streamers have the Stream Deck, right? The Stream Deck. But I don't know if I need it. I mean, the Stream Deck, usually the Elgato Stream Deck, right? For example, right? Which is this kind of thing. So it's basically an USB stuff that you put on your desk and has these buttons, right? And you click on the buttons and you basically ask him to do stuff, right? But I don't know if you really need a device at the end. It's just, I mean, it's just launching a script, right? This thing is doing nothing else than launching a Windows bat file or whatever it is, right? So I don't think he has, well, maybe he's a bit smarter than that because probably already knows, you know, the different programs but yeah, so basically with one touch, you know, you click there, you say, oh, go to this scene, go to this scene, go to this scene. But I don't know, 226 euro for something that is basically a bat file that you can double click. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I'm not a very professional streamer. But anyway, you are ready, Fanner? You are more ready than me? Okay. Okay, let's say that the difference now is that, let me also drop an item because we want to test. Let me drop a torch. Okay. So if I click on the torch, nothing new happens, right? It's like it was before. So this torch is not destroyable. So even if you go in combat mode and try to look at the torch, you don't get any specific information. And the name of the torch is just on the torch, right? It's just there. When I click outside, the name goes away, right? So this works as expected and I can pick it up. Now, if I click on a creature, it works a bit like it was before. So I get the name at the top, I get the bar, and this is telling me that this object is actually attackable. Now, it would be nice to see with Alina. Teleport PID 31 me. With Alina, what happens? It's happening anyway. Even if she's not, in theory, she's not attackable, right? But anyway, yeah, this is exactly how it was, right? Now the good news is that if I click on a building, right, we see the blue bar and the name of the building, and we see his health. And if I go here and I go outside and inside, outside and inside, you see that now it's working okay. I can hit the building assuming that I have the right right? So this building is damaged that much, right? If I go out and in, it's still damaged that much. If I go to another building, you see there is no transition anymore, right? So it's basically instant. I mean, it takes a second, so, but yeah, it's kind of instant, right? So it's refreshing to that view. If I go on this one, so if I damage this a bit more, right? Damaging that, damaging this, I'm failing to do damage. Okay, and then I switch to this guy, it's going back there, I switch to this guy. Now, I think that the only problem is that we are showing the new widget immediately, and so there is a bit of a lag, but I think it's fine. Ah, you see that she's not showing as attackable? Aha, so it works on her. So it doesn't, yeah. So on her, she's not attackable, and so she doesn't show as red. But if I click on her, and so I ask information, I get it. But it's okay, I think it's fine. So in combat mode, everything that is red is attackable. Everything that is not red is not attackable, right? This guy doesn't see me. Oh, fuck. We lost the... No, why? We lost the bar. How is it possible? How it is possible that we lost the bar, guys? We lose the bar when we... What? But we don't lose the bar here. Why we lose the bar on this guy? Yeah, the second time. The second time we lose the bar. The second time we lose the bar, but only on humans. The second time we lose the bar, but also only on humans. Gradient bar visibility. Same target. Only on humans. But it doesn't happen here, because here is when I stay on, and if I switch, yeah, if I switch, probably I will get the bar again, yes. So the problem is, if you switch between the same target, yeah, if you switch, so it's the same target, but not on this switch, on the... So we still have a bug, eh? We still have a bug. Update bar set percent. We still have a bug. Hello, hola, good evening. What was the animation issue? Disable the animation is not damage from the player. No, the animation issue, you mean the bar that was like moving back and forth? No, that was because there was another variable that was a leftover of a previous implementation. That is why. Yeah, obviously, if you hit another, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, but I don't understand this. I'm trying to look at the log on the left. This do nothing target under bar. This do nothing. Ah, I thought I fixed it, but it's not completely fixed. Do nothing, crosshair already off. Yeah, so I think it's when we go through this. So it's really the line trace. Is the line trace? Is the line trace. So the target is under the crosshair. I think we should go through this, right? Because if it was already on, I don't think it's already on. I think I'm spamming a bit too much. But for character and for actor, right, we do exactly the same thing here, because we set the text and then we go in visibility visible for the name, and then we do what? Then we check if the current target is different than this, and if it's the same target. Current target is different. Yeah, but you know what? I mean, if here we go visible, right? Why do we have to be silly and do it only here? Why we have to risk our life so much? I don't think is relevant. I think this check is a good idea, but by the time that you do this check, you know, is the same as doing this. So also because it was already visible. So I think this part of the code is completely useless. I think I will do this. I think I will do this. And that's it. So we always show it as visible. Okay. Let's try again. You forgot the skin. Okay. I also forgot the music. I added the new music. Only one, but I added one. I don't know if we will get it, but let me go directly to it. So we play it one time and we see if it's copyrighted or not. I don't know where to find it actually. It's too long to find. No, it's fine. Can probably find it this way. Like this. Do. This music. Do. Still no birthday? No. My birthday is on the 14th. 14 boys, which is Saturday. Yes, now it works all the time. Now it works all the time. You see that when you switch between one and the other, the bar is becoming the bar. The first thing you see, like if you had a red bar and you go on a blue bar, you see it red for a second, and then it becomes blue after. The reason for that is that we make the bar visible here. Right, we make the bar visible here, but then we receive the value from the server like 200 milliseconds later, right? And so you get that effect, which is kind of annoying. In theory, I should make it visible only when I receive the value from the server. The problem is that when I receive it, the miniatures arrived. Yes, the miniatures arrived today. The miniatures arrived today. They are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I didn't open them all yet, but yeah, they arrived today. They are very, very nice. I didn't have the time to open them. I mean, I opened one, but I didn't have the time to open them all, so... But I will. I will probably post a picture when I have all of them. All of them, I mean, on a table. Okay. So, yeah, in theory, right? When we receive, so get target L from server, right? So this is the function that is then asking the server to give us, right? To give us the new stuff. And then the server answers with the health, right? So in theory we could make it visible here. The problem of doing this I mean, I can try to do it here, but I don't know if it will break something else. Because it's a matter of synchronization, right? It's a bit of a matter of synchronization. I can... I can try this and see if it works better. Because definitely there is that delay. That is a bit annoying. Ah. W container, no. Okay, just call different here for whatever reason. I never understand if I have to do compile and save, or save is enough. Probably save is enough, huh? It will recompile anyway when it's starting, or... Parararam. Parararam. 1 second, I am doing something. I'm doing something on another PC, but I will be with you in a second. Meanwhile, let's log in. So how do we celebrate for my birthday, Hula? How do we celebrate, huh? Okay. Okay, so I click on that, I click outside, it works. I click here, I click outside, it works. Now, if I do this and then I go there, yeah, it is better. It is definitely better because now, oops, fuck. It is better, but then I lose the, yeah. Why? If I change target, it works. If I go back on the same target, you lose it. If you go back to the same target, you lose it. Yeah, because we actually have the split there that says if same target, if different target. Yeah, exactly. Because we are expecting this, you know what, I think I would just execute this anyway. I think that I wanted to be smart, you know, about same target, not same target, and trying to do it only when. But the problem is that the mouse is moving very quick, you know, left and right. And if you desynchronize for a second, for like 2 milliseconds, it will not catch it. So I think it's not a great idea to try to do it this way, right? I mean, I'm fine to do this, so not to do the animation, because basically this is not doing the animation. This is doing the animation. This is not doing the animation. But apart from that, I think that this is not a good idea. So I will remove it. So now hopefully it will really work. I will also remove these two annoying debug. So what should I do on my birthday, guys? Should I do a mega day of video games, or should I... What should I do? I say we take you out drinking and see how drunk you get, and see what beans you will spill for the idea of playing shift direction. Maybe. Maybe. We can celebrate. We can celebrate. Why not? It will be Saturday, eh? So it's a good day as well. It's Saturday. It's this Saturday. So, yeah. Yeah, I think I can do something. Okay. Fuck. Why? Why we lose it after the first... Why we lose it? So it's never going back. It's never going back. Do we lose it here? When we go here? No, because we actually set the percent. Ah, no, we don't do anything really. We don't do anything. We don't do anything because the percentage didn't change. I think I know why. I think I know why. I think the reason is that we are asking the server if I go out. Wait, if I go out of the line trace, right? If I go out of the line trace, am I clearing the current target? Yes, I am clearing the current target. I am clearing the current target. I am clearing the current target. Because if I clear the current target, right, and then I go on top of it again, I mouse over on it again, then this line trace, right, will go here and and it will wait, right? And it will wait for the server to send us the data, right? It will wait the server to send us the data. The server though, we will call this with target actor dead actor request target health. So we enter into this function, and considering that the last percentage health is the same, right? We don't send back the information. So I think here is where we mess up, right? I think it is where we mess up. So I think that when we change target, even if it's from here to 0, we should reset. I mean, in the same way we say current target equals 0, I think I need to say last seen, whatever is it. But the last scene I have it on player controller. Last percent health I have it on player controller. Yeah, but I need to set it to... Do I have a player controller already? I have this. I think we have to do this, otherwise it will not work. I think otherwise it will not work. Nah. I set it to -1, huh? So reset this, so request target health in C++ will, in server side, will send us new stuff as needed. This may be one way. I mean, it was working, but I didn't want to show the widget before receiving the answer from the server, so that's why I changed it, right? And I think that this change potentially is a good change. Do I want to remove also the last seen target? Because actually we have a last seen target on player controller, but I think this is probably enough. Hello, making real things. Hey, long time I don't see you. Where you have been all this time? Hello, Smoking Trade 3D. Hello, hello. Sup guys, my name is Sam and I have a quick question in relation to the reload animation for a car in EU5. Yeah, for sure you can ask. I don't know if I can answer, but you can try to reload an animation. I can try. Why not? And yes, we are using Unreal Engine 5 actually. Yes, we are. We are using Unreal Engine. No, we are not really expert, even if you use it from long time, but not really expert, like, but we did quite some stuff on it. Okay, do you believe or you don't believe? There is a bit of delay because we are waiting the server to send us the information. Until we have the information, we don't... Okay, finally. I think finally it works. So we are relying on the server to send us the information. Now, I'm not caching it in any way, like if the hut has the same I want to understand why I'm starting with the wrong attack, by the way. But you know, another person may be damaging this hut, right? And why I couldn't click on it? No, come on. Why? Fuck. What the hell is going on? We are back to the original problem. Why? What the hell? So when I do this, I'm not even receiving data. I'm not receiving data from the server. No, I am, because it's saying set percent update bar receive target at 0.55, right? Why? Set percent. No, he's receiving the data correctly. He's receiving the data correctly. It is receiving the data correctly. It is. It is receiving the data correctly. So why is not receive target health 0? Yeah, exactly. Received. So here we are receiving the right value. Then I have no idea what is this check. This check is very weird. Then we check if it's the same as the last seen target. If it's a new target, we just set the percent. Right? So no animation. Smoking 3D, you can ask your question unless you already left. So then we go here, we do update bar, right? And then, okay, this set percent is a bit in a stupid place, I understand. But how is it possible that this percentage then is not the correct one, considering it's the one that we put here? Receive target L 050, right? Why? Well, I don't understand what's going on. What the fuck? Yeah, now this is in a stupid place, I know. But apart from that, because it should be here in theory, right? It should be here, okay. Easy, but why if we go inside update bar with that value, which is 0.54, right? We enter here and we get a wrong, you know, we get a wrong visualization. It's completely crazy. That is completely crazy. What do you mean? While if I click on it, it's only when I change, you see, it's only when I change target that I get the right value. If I click twice on the same, no, now it's not doing it anymore. I don't know, now it's not doing it anymore. It's only in combat mode. It's only in combat mode. Because the click, it's combat mode that is fucking it up. I mean, it's something so simple that is making me go crazy. Ah, you were typing, wow. That's a long question. I'm having an issue with the left hand. So basically the animation I'm using is from a pack that I got. I was able to set it up in a project, so it plays when I want, but the animation is done for a certain gun rifle and the left hand does not line up with the clip during the reload animation for the gun that I'm using. It is when I started thinking about if I have to adjust the animation for that gun for every different gun that we'll use in the project. Is there a way to proceed and modify the animation they have? The left hand would find the socket. Yeah, I think that I think you need to adjust. You need to adjust based on the gun. How many guns you have? I mean, if you have a limited amount of guns, you know, you can just have an animation for each gun. If you have like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. But obviously if you have 100 guns, then you need to find a smarter way. But I remember seeing a video some time ago that was exactly speaking about that. It was speaking about, but I don't remember where it was, but there was a video that was speaking about this position of the hand on the gun. I remember that there was a video on it. Planning to have more than 10 guns. Well, you can, I mean, you can move bones, so you can have a socket, you know, you can have a socket and you can stick the hand to that socket. So in theory, but depends if the gun always have a relative position to the body of to the torso. Like if you attach like the gun to the torso, so it's always in the same spot, and then you have the hand stick to the gun socket, then in that case, I think it will look correct. But you need to have then the gun basically being always in the same position of the torso, which I don't know if it's really what you want. But that would be a solution. I don't understand if we receive the target L properly, how it is possible that the percent is not correct. That is what I really don't get, right? So I go here, I get my target L 042. You see that it's saying 040? It's saying 040, but it's not doing freaking anything. How it is possible? Let me just do this. Because now I have the set percent. I want to know if this function is not working, but I think we used it a million times, so I think it's very unlikely, you know, that this is not working. Even if I have set this. Okay, let me try 1 second without setting the previous percentage, okay? Because I don't know if that is breaking the update. Should not, but so in theory now we will see an animation all the time. Yeah, getting the end position correctly on the foregrip of the gun is easy. I can easily get the left hand to follow the socket on the foregrip of the gun. Okay, for the character to hold the gun in a correct way, but that's different as I'm only getting the hand to follow the foregrip socket all the time. With reload, it's a different ball game altogether. When you reload the gun. So in a normal situation, when the character moves, you have the right position of the hand on the socket. But when he's reloading, no. Well, depends how is your reload animation, but yeah, I understand. I understand. No, I don't know. I mean, wait, we need to damage it a bit first, otherwise. Okay. So now we go here, we go there, we go here, we go there. No, it's the same. It's going on update bar. It's using update bar. In both cases, it's using update bar. In both cases, it's using update bar, right? But bro, the percentage is this one. I don't know what is the issue really. The percentage is this. Do I set the percentage in a stupid way? No. I mean, this cannot be wrong, I guess, because it's, you know. So you mean that we reset it after for some reason? So there is another reset. I don't think so. I'm resetting it somehow from another place. Wow. Fuck, I don't know why I mean I wanted to work on something else, but this thing doesn't want to work. I have a socket on the gun clip magazine. Just can figure out a way to affect the animation with the code blueprint to get the left hand to modify the bones based on. I mean, you can have an offset in that animation that is based on the gun type in theory, and you can also manipulate each bone as you want during an animation, right? But I assume that, I mean, if he's a fixed offset by gun, I think you should have you should modify the bone inside the animation blueprint, because in the animation blueprint you can say this bone, you know, is offset 30 or 40 you know, centimeters based on one parameter that is coming in, right? So you could do that. Update bar inside update bar. I'm completely baffled by the fact that it's not updating shit. I don't understand what is going on. It's going inside of this. Previous percent, no, sorry, inside update bar, right? We arrive here. Then we get the percent and we set it equal to the previous percentage. I mean, no, we set the previous percentage equal to the current percent, right? And then we clamp the new percentage between 0 and 1, which is perfectly fine. We set the percent to this value, and then we, so I don't understand. And I'm not touching the previous percentage in any way, right? So why this should be 1? Why this should be 1? I don't get it. Boys, what is going on? What is going on? Something is broken. I don't understand why. I don't understand why we get the full bar, right? We should not get the full bar. If I'm setting a value of 0.5. Worth to note, I'm playing the animation via state 3 and the slot node in animation blueprint. Okay, but that should be fine. You can use an animation sequence rather than a montage. I don't know why you want to use an animation sequence instead of a montage. Usually montages are better because you can do more stuff with them, but fine. I don't know. I think it's about the same, but usually I use montages because they allow to loop and to do other stuff. So is someone else changing my bar? That's the question, I guess. Is someone else changing my bar when I go from here to here? 0.86. Cannot believe it, boys. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. We enter into the bar. We set 8.6 and we get a bar that is full. What? If I change object and then I go back here, then I get my bar the proper value. What? And I see 0.7. What? So these are the only places where we set a value, right? We set it here or we set it there. Hopefully I didn't do anything stupid like setting the percent from outside. I really hope I didn't. I mean, the only place where I was doing it was here to avoid the animation, right? But I removed it now, right? So just to avoid that we do anything stupid. Just to avoid it, we do anything stupid. I mean, I can search this everywhere. I mean, inside of this is fine, I guess. I can search it everywhere in our project, but I don't think we are setting it from outside. I mean, we should not really. We should set it only inside here. Yeah, in fact, you see, we don't find it. I think we will find this though. We will find the previous percentage because there is that one node, right, that I added. Yeah, that one node. But at the moment it's disconnected. So I'm not changing in any way the... I'm not changing that in any way. I'm super confused. I am super confused. Unless we have two bars, one on top of the other, I don't understand what is going on. Or unless the setup... you think the setup is messing up? The setup. The setup. The setup. Do you think that this is running before, so it's finishing before? That would be one possibility of why things get crazy. That would be one possibility. I mean, if my setup is finishing after the... Nah, but I think it makes no sense. But let me try. Because these are all events. These are not functions. And events... are executed in parallel pretty much. So one event runs and another event and the next event start immediately. It's not like waiting the completion of it, right? If it's a function, it's waiting the completion. If not, it's not. So you cannot modify the animation in montage unless you can key them. Well, yeah, but you can modify them in the animation blueprint if you're using an animation blueprint. Because like in our character, we have to do some changes like on the IK stuff and we have some specific bone modifiers, but I don't know, I don't think I can help you more on that one. I mean, you can make a generic reload animation that is not really requiring, you know, to go so close to the gun, so can be a reload animation that is just, you know, that the hand goes below the gun and you lose track of it, right? But I don't know, maybe that's not what you want. Okay, we did some damage. Inside bar 0082. Update bar, done setup bar. No, done setup bar is happening before. So it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. I don't understand if I receive target L07, why I see a 1. Hey Smoking, thank you for the follow. Thank you. So, and by the way, it was working before, right? The only thing is that we were showing, it was working before my latest changes. It was working before my latest changes. Let me try to do... So we always go through update bar, right? Let me try to always go to set %. 1 second. Because I want to understand if one requires, you know, if update bar for whatever reason is not doing what it should do, but it's kind of strange. I think we always executed, maybe before we were always executing set % without knowing it. And now we're always executing update bar, and update bar is really not doing what we want. That's possible. So maybe we need to call set % anyway, but I don't think so, because set %, you know, is just setting the % and then is setting the scalar parameter. But here we are not setting that, huh? Yeah, but here it should go between, % and previous, right? Wait. You see this? You see this? This may be the problem. Aha. I think that I know why then. Yeah, then my theory that we were executing always set % is probably true. So we need to call set % and then we need to call update bar after that. Bro, I'm facing it. What do you mean? Please do some damage. Okay. Yes. I see, I see, I see, I see, I see, I see. I think I understand the problem. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, that's a good thing. Yeah, we were going always through set percent, but we never realized we were going through set percent. So we are actually hitting this. We are hitting this, and this is why it's not working. Okay. So set percent should be executed anyway. And then so with the diff, okay. But I think if I do this, this will not work anymore. No? I don't understand why. I mean, I'm sure that we are hitting this exit. I'm sure 100%. And I'm sure that if we go through this, it works, right? Because we are setting the percentage immediately in this scalar parameter to the final value. So immediately you get the final value, okay? So, and it's okay. But we want to have the animation, right? And the animation is generated by update bar. The problem is it seems that update bar is not reading properly the percent, because the new percent is not, well, in theory is set here. In theory is set here. In theory is set there. But if I print here, there is an event tick. If I print here, I'm gonna print forever, right? I'm gonna print freaking forever. But yes, basically before we were going always through set percent, and this is why it was working. And it was probably executed once, and then with the previous value. But I don't think we are ever resetting, you know, the previous percentage. So I don't understand why this does not work, right? Why if I go here and if the last seen target is the same as the current target, right? We want to animate the bar, right? And we pass in the new percentage. We expect that the previous value has been set, right? The previous value has been set. So every time I update, in fact, if I attack normally, I see it moving, right? If I attack normally, I see it moving. It's only when I go out and I go back in that then I lose. It's like if I lose my previous percentage, right? Correct? is when I go out and I go back in that is fucking up. I mean, we are understanding a bit of the how it works, but we don't. I don't see the solution yet, right? I really don't see the solution yet. I don't see the solution yet. Last seen target held. Why I'm saving that if I don't even know why I'm saving this, but probably because I pass it through the to the server. Ah, fuck, we are losing so much time on this. We are losing so much time on this, is insane. It's insane. You see that here it works normally, right? So the animation when you attack and hit, assuming that you hit, the animation works. But now if I exit, what happens is that the current target gets reset. But my bar in theory should still be there, right? My bar should be there. And the new setup should not mess up the value. So the last seen value should still be that one. And so when I re-enter, I get a 0.7. But I go through the update bar instead of going through the set percent. No, in this case I go through the update bar and it seems to be fine. But then when I do this, boom, boom, it goes to 1. I don't understand what the fuck. Okay, let me try to print out few more things, okay? So we will print the previous value and we will print the new value because so we will print the new percentage that we are passing in. We will print the current percent that is actually part of the that is stored into the bar, right? And we will print out the previous percent. So maybe let's do it differently. Let's do right. First the percent. No. First the previous percent. So the previous percent, the percent, and then the new value that we are trying to set, right? So we have all three values here now. Because one of them is 1, right? For whatever reason, one of them is the wrong value because there is no other possibility. There is no other possibility. One of them is 1 and probably it goes to 1. I think it goes to 1 when it's doing the animation, but I hope not, because that would be very bad. No, I don't think so. No, it will not work if that's the case, but... I think one of the values is incorrect. Only when we go back from the combat mode to the non-combat mode. But I don't understand why. I don't understand why only now, right? And before it was working fine. Before it was working fine, we only had the issue of the widget not being updated in real time, and so I had to switch that. But when I switch that, then we started to do this other problem. And there is still one if that I don't understand what is it. Maybe I should remove it and see what it does, because I don't understand. The wrong attack. Okay. So if I do this and this, you see, update bar is 1. Why? Who said that 1? But now it's 0.8. But it was 1. The first time it was 1. The percent was 1. When I do this and this, no, now it's not doing it anymore. Now it's doing 0.8, 0.8, 0.8. So all three values are 0.8. Right? So if all three values are 0.8, this guy here is checking if the previous percentage is equal to the current percentage, and is exiting here. It is exiting here 100%, right? It is. So, you know, I think what we should do, I think in the update, if we call the update bar that way, I think we should do exactly this check. And if we find that this check is equal, we should just set the percent to the one that we want, right? I don't know if this will mess up other bars, hopefully not. But to me, that seems to be the solution. Because doing it in the tick seems to be very stupid, right? I prefer to do it here and say, when I call update bar, check if this is equal. And if it's equal, if it's equal, basically means you have to do nothing. If it's not equal, you go through the animation, right? But if it's equal, you just call set percent, right, with the new value, and that's it. Yeah. I think that like this, I don't like that I had to modify the actual component, but yeah. I don't like that I had to modify the component, because that gradient bar may be used in other places. But logically, if you ask the bar to update itself with a certain value, and the value is equal to the previous, right? Yeah, because yeah. No, it's correct. I think like this is correct. It's a bit weird that it was not that way already, but okay. Let's see if it works. And I think the next thing I'm going to remove the... Okay, so here it goes down properly, right? Now I exit and I come back. Fuck. How? Ah, it's only the first time. Because the first time it is 1. Because the first time the percentage is not, but you see that then the previous value is never updated. Let me see. If I hit, this thing goes down, then I do this, then I do that. The first time inside bar is 1, so it means that the previous percentage is not updated. The previous percentage is not updated when I do set percent. Come on. You see? 1. 1. Is this the first hit? I think it's the first hit, right? Because I didn't hit before, so 154 damage. Yeah, so 1 is the previous value. 1 is the percent. 1 is the previous percentage. But I hit only 1 time, no? Why? So I hit only 1 time. I hit only 1 time. And I get a received target health 0.9, 0.9, 0.9, 0.9. Perfect. Ah, what is this? Received target health 1. No, 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 no. That is very bad, huh? This is very, 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 very bad. Why we receive a 1 after we receive that? Oh my god, is an old message? Maybe, huh? Is an old message? No, because it's 2 seconds later. It's 2 seconds later. You know what? I think that this is when I actually get out. Okay, let's see it again. Let's see it again. See it again. One. Receive target held 1. So 3 times we received... 3 times we... But it seems to me that is when we exit from the... Is it the same with a guy? Let me see if it's the same with this guy. No. With a guy it works. We don't have this problem on him for whatever reason. By the way, it seems he's not really switching. It's not really switching between... if I have them all grouped together like now, right? Because the target... wait a second, before that, because the target is not the one that I am attacking. Because the target is not the one that I am attacking, but the target is the one that I have... You see that the health goes up slowly? But I don't see the bar moving above. There was another one. Holy shit. I need to understand if this is based on... But this thing bothers me a bit, because basically if I am switching... Like now, right? Now I have him under my cursor, but I didn't go null, right? And I still see the campfire on him, right? So it's like if the... I think it's a problem with the targeting. So it's like if the targeting is not switching. Because for sure this is getting called and line trace is giving me the right result. I'm pretty sure of that. Right? I don't think the line trace can fail, right? So the line trace will give me the right guy. Now, because the crosshair is already on. The crosshair is already on, but we don't know if he's which target, bro. If he's which target, we should anyway request the new health. I mean, it's true that it's already on, right? But... But if the target has changed... I think there is a fundamental error here. The fundamental error is that when this happens, I'm not switching the target object based on what the line trace is seeing. I don't. I never do this check here. I never do it. So and this is why it works only when I clear. But okay. Because even if I set, here I set the current target, right, equal to that, but this is not going to really make a difference because this which is actually triggered by by this, target actor, last scene target. Well, it's actually getting the in target, huh? It's not getting the current selected. So in reality, this is fine. As long as this check, right? As long as this check works. Because if this check is no, yeah, if this, yeah, exactly. 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 We set the last scene target only. Now we set it all the time. We set it all the time when we receive. Now when we receive, okay, but this is at the end of everything, so it is not really useful because this one is set at the end of everything. But the last scene target, you know, I have to change it. I think I have to change it here because this is my line trace, right? This is my line trace. And my line trace is setting the new current target. And the current target is the one that I use here. And I receive that. And I say, is the current target equal to this target? Yes, and this will always be the same. Because I just set it a second ago. So this in theory never happens, right? This in theory... No, actually it happens. Actually it happens. It happened only once, but it actually happened. It happened only once. Then I don't understand too much though. Because in theory this target we have just set it on the other side. I think I need to write down a small schema because I'm getting crazy, completely crazy. Okay, so what happens is the following. PS character. PS character. Right? PS character, I have to write it down because I'm confusing myself. PS character, 1/6 of a second, so every 1/6 of a second, right? Calls, and this is here, 1/6, right? 1/6 of a second, only if we are in combat mode. Okay, so only if in combat mode, which is fine because it's when we have the arrow, blah blah. Is calling update NPC by, right? And okay, it's calling this update NPC. Okay, so this is how it works. This update NPC bar is executing only if we are on the client, right? And on the current client, yes. Is doing a line trace to understand what is under our mouse, and is it may find a hit or it may not find a hit. If he finds if it doesn't find a hit, it basically shut down everything, right? Unless it's already off. It shut down everything, it clears the target, it clears everything, right? And he also reset the last seen target health. Okay, fine. So it resets everything. So basically, if no target, reset current target, the current target variable, right? If we have a target, right? If we have a target, what it's doing is checking. Do we already have I mean, is this target already under the crosshair? And that is, I think, the thing that puzzles me, right? Because we really do nothing, right? We really do nothing in case it's already under crosshair. So if I move the crosshair from target to target and I don't pass through null, I will basically do nothing in this part of the code, right? While here, if it's not already, the crosshair is not on, then I turn on the crosshair, I see that I have a crosshair on target, I check the name, I check the name, I switch the name, this visibility is not needed, and I set the current. So this is the first problem, because basically I'm not switching the name of the object. So for example, and this is very visible, right? Because if I go from this campfire, to the gobble, hopefully without passing through null, exactly. You see that I still see campfire? I still see campfire. And the reason is this, right? So this is wrong. So it's true. So here I need to check. If the current target, which is this guy, is equal to, right? I need to check if this is equal. Oops. Is equal to this. No, wait. Get current target. Okay, so this was the first mistake. It was a pretty bad mistake. Okay. So if If they are the same, then no problem. Then I really should do nothing, right? Because it means that I have the same guy under the crosshair at that particular moment. If I change the target without going through nothing, right? What I need to do? Well, I don't have to turn on the crosshair because it's fine. We already have it on. But I think I need to do all of this again, right? So I need to change the name. This is really not needed. I can delete it. I need to change the name, and I need to set the current target. And I need to wait the server to send me the data, right? Okay, so this was the first mistake. This was the first mistake. And this one, I think we can already see it. I don't know if this is going to change, to fix also the other bug, but it's possible, eh? It's possible. But this was definitely a mistake. This was really a mistake. This was a big mistake, boys. We got it. Let's see if it works now. Bam, bam. Do you have any game music to suggest to add to the stream? Any video game that you think that has good music that I should add as a background of the stream? Because all the music that you hear is video game music. Dana, dana, dana. Like this one is super good, eh? Even if it's Quest for Glory 4, which is a super old game. Okay, so now we should see the switch. So this guy is next to the campfire, right? I want to put myself in a position where I switch without going null. Right. Without going null. Okay, from here to here I don't go null. And you see that it's changing, right? Well, I mean, it's a bit close, but yeah. You see that it's changing. Okay, so we fixed this, which is very nice. This is already very good. So when you have multiple gobbles, for example, I have, now they are not very, but when I have this guy that is damaged, I didn't do any damage. Okay, when you have this guy that is damaged and I switch to the other one, the problem is that they have to be on the same. Guys, can you stand still, please, while I heal you? This guy are both damaged exactly the same way. Fuck. Yeah, you see? I'm not going through an empty, and I see their health properly, right? That guy at the back and this guy at the front. Now they have the same name, but now it works as it should. You see? Okay. Sometimes he's doing a bit of an animation. I don't know why. This thing is working weird anyway. Okay, so that bug we fixed. Okay, that bug we fixed. Now we have the other bug, which is that if this guy is damaged, I look at him one time, then I go null, and I come back, the value is wrong. Okay, now, yeah, but this is not happening on characters, it's only happening on buildings, for whatever reason. So I damage this thing, then I go out, I go back in, yes, and I have the 1 instead of the 0. which is super weird. Then I go back here and I go back there, and now it's correct. So the first time is wrong. The first time is only the first time is wrong. Only the first time is wrong. I don't understand what the hell is going on. Why only the first time? You see? Inside bar. This is the time where inside bar is 1. So meaning that you see 1 11095 1.0 1.0 update bar 109 update bar inside update bar 1091 receive target health. So here is receiving target health. So I don't understand why. Update bar 0 receive target health 1 083. So only when I go out the first time. Only when I go out the first time. You see? Because the second time is 090909. While here it was 10909, where 1 is the current percent set, right? The current percent, because that printout is taking exactly, it's taking the percent set. So it's saying the percent is 1. So it seems that no one is setting the percent the first time, right? No one is setting the percent the first time. No one is setting the percent the first time. True. Well, because if I go through an update, well, if I go to another object that is held as health 1, then the percent will be set to 1. So if I go to this guy, right? This guy is not full. Now nothing is full because I killed them all. Okay, if I go to the campfire, right, which is 1, right? And then if I go to the campfire, that is 1. Obviously I receive a 1. Yeah, but unfortunately I also receive a 08. That's the issue. Which is the previous guy. And now when I go here, I receive I go set percent. I go set percent. No, but that I don't understand, boys. Why we go set percent? Set percent 111. Okay. Update bar to 0. Yeah, because I exited from the... Unfortunately, when I... Yeah, unfortunately, when I... 11111. Now, if I go here... If I go here... 1111 was the previous, huh? I receive 09... And I set percent directly. And actually is correct. Because I switch the target. While when I don't switch the target, like now, exactly, because now I did not switch the target. And so if I don't switch the target, I go through update. Why is 1? Why? Why is 1 there? Why the percent is 1 if here it was 0.91? But anyway, that's the issue. The issue is that the first time I initialize and I do an update bar, the update bar is not setting the previous percent because actually it's trying to do a transition. And is taking the value from the previous guy. So basically I need to know if I'm switching from one target to the other, but I know it because I know if we are in a situation where we are switching between people. It's actually this one. It's actually this one. Same target or different target, right? Did we got this when we get here or no? When we get here? No, this time, wait. We got it once. So in that case, we don't update anything. Because in this case, we don't update anything. Huh? Can we understand when we go here? Because it's kind of weird. So that is when the... When the target that we receive is different from my current target. So basically I'm getting health from someone else. This I think that I'm getting the health information about something that is not my current target. So it may happen... Okay. This is... I'm getting health info on something that's not my current target. And so in this case I just ignore. I think I understand this better now. I think I understand it a bit better now. Okay, so this is okay. So this is not our case. Our case is here. And our problem is that we go through set percent. Sorry, no, we don't go through set percent on this new target. We just do update bar. The percentage is set to the previous guy. Which had 1, right? So the percent is set to the previous guy. Because this happens continuously if I switch from this So if I switch from this guy that is 1 to this, and then I do this. No, it's not doing it. If I switch from the previous guy, it seems it happens. Ah, it happened now. You see that it happens kind of randomly, bro. I don't understand. So it happened now. So now we have the wrong value, right? Now we have the wrong value because this heart is actually damaged. So it happened now. Receive target L2. I need to understand when it happens because otherwise You see that we got a receive target L1. Receive target L1. I think I need to print out also the freaking name of the guy. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. So we receive target Alt for this guy. Right? This is the last standing. This is the last standing problem, boys. Everything else seems to be working fine. Unfortunately, this thing is taking forever. I don't know why, but it's not. I'm not understanding it or whatever, or is a special case. I don't know, but. It seems anyway to be a mix between different characters. It seems it's not happening on players though. It seems to be happening only on items. Which is strange because in theory the code is pretty much identical between the two. I think the code is pretty much the same. Okay, now we are printing out the update, right? So I do damage. I go out. I go in. And it's wrong. Okay, so let me try to understand. I do damage. Where was the damage? The damage was not here because here I hit I do not damage. Okay, here I do damage. Right? I receive my new target health as 0.93. And so I go from 1 to 0.93, right? And I use update bar. I use update bar. In update bar, I check. I didn't save this. Fuck. In update bar, I check if the previous percentage is equal to the current percentage. You see, and this is the thing that is weird. Because the previous percentage is not being set. yet, right? It's not been set yet. So I do, so these two are identical. These two are identical. So I go through set percent. And set percent is setting finally this value and is setting this parameter there. The previous percentage is 1, the percent now is 0.9, and so we go through the alpha transition, right? Yeah, so in reality, let me say that this is not really a great check, but yes, that works, right? That works, but no one has set the previous percentage because we set the previous percentage to percent, which is 1. Then we go through this, and this is set. Is this setting anything or no? It is not setting anything. 0. So the situation will be unchanged at the next run, right? Pretty much. But the next run, I exit, I enter again, and now I get my 1,093, because now the percent, yes, exactly, now the percent has been set. And the new percent is the same. But these two are different because no one has reset this value. And so I do nothing. Yeah, that is the mess up. This is the mess up, boys. This is the mess up. The mess up is that... The mess up is that... The mess up is that when I enter with 11093, because it's the first hit, I'm fine that the percent is 1. I'm fine that the previous percent is 1. And I'm fine that the new percent is this. So this situation is correct. It's this situation that is not correct. This one is not correct. Okay? That is not correct. So this situation is correct. I go in, and I say, do I need to do an animation, right? And I think this check is wrong because I will have to check if the previous percentage is equal if the previous percentage is equal to my new percentage, or if the percent is equal to my new percentage. Fuck. This thing is so hard. It's so easy but so hard. Hello, Wild Service Hosting. Hey, what's up? I'm good. I'm deep into this thing and I'm going crazy a bit, but it's fine. I think there is a way to fix it. It's just that my brain is not really catching the problem at the moment. Well, actually I catched it because I know exactly where the problem is this number. This number is wrong. This number should not be 1 because being 1 nothing works the first time. But I need to understand why it stays as 1, right? Why the why the previous percentage, right, after we did the update is still 1. So that's the problem. Because we actually do the update, we finish our animation, right, on the event tick. We finish the animation, and we don't know when we finish. That's probably the issue, huh? Why we don't set the previous percentage while we are yeah, because this number is never changed. This is the problem. This number is never changed. This number is never changed. But I don't understand. So if it's true that it's never changed. Ah, no, it's set here. It's set here. It's set here. It's set here. So it's taking my percent. So the beginning is 1,093,093, right? No, the beginning is 1193, 1193. Okay, 1193. So this is 1, this is 1, and this is 93. Okay, we go in. This one is setting this 93 to this. So this 1 to this. So they become 1 again. So this is 1, 1 again. So this is doing nothing basically. Right? At this point it's doing nothing. And it's getting this value and it's setting it to percent. So actually at this point we have a fork, right, between the two, because this is 1 and it is 0.93, right? And this is why we see the animation going through. We see the animation because these two values are different, right? So in reality, yes, these two values are different. The previous is 1, the current is percent. Previous is 1, current is 0.93, right? So that is correct. Now, at the next run, the problem is that previous percentage is not reset in any way. And previous percentage stays as 1. While instead it should be 0.93, right? So that's the problem. So we don't have a way to know when this is finishing though, because how do we know when we actually reach the value? How do we know when this is finished? And we can actually set the... By the way, what this is doing is interpolating from value A to B using a user easing function. Yeah, but it's only for the output, right? It's only for the output. So where do I have the current bar value? I have it all inside of this. I have it inside the scalar parameter here, right? Yes, I have it inside of this. So this is my current value on screen. This is my current value on screen. Yes, it is. It is. So when I go inside update bar, right? When I go inside update bar, I want to get my current value on screen as the previous percentage, no? Well, actually, my current value on screen, if I set the previous percentage to my current value on screen, I will fix the problem, yes. What are you trying to fix? I'm trying to fix a freaking bar, this bar. I can show you the problem. The problem is that the first time you see the marker on the top, it goes down, right? It goes down properly, okay? When I exit and when I enter again, you see that is not correct. That is full again. This seems to happen only after I damage it though, because if I exit and enter again, then it's correct, right? If I exit and enter again, then it's correct. But if I damage it and then I exit and enter, is wrong. If I damage it and I exit and enter, is wrong. That is very weird. I was not expecting this. So this is always okay, right? It's only when I damage it that if I exit and enter is wrong. Really? Does it happen with a creature as well or not? With a creature doesn't happen. Why with a creature doesn't happen and with the... and with the building it does? But now it happened anyway, even if I didn't damage it. Because we are changing the target, I can target it. I can target it. It's the same. It's the same. So why it goes back to 1? Fuck! Why it goes back to 1? I don't get it. Why it goes back to 1? And why it happens only when I damage it? So it seems that no, but also if I don't damage it, right? We said, is it only when I damage or always? I think if I switch target and then I go back. No. This guy is always correct. The problem is with buildings. Ah, he did it now. And I didn't damage anything. Is it freaking random or why? So I have a building at 1, right? I go to this guy. It's correct. I exit, enter. So why it happens only sometimes? Is it a matter of speed? I mean... I don't get it. And now it happened. And now it happened. Like I move between 3 people and the 4th time happens. I don't understand what is the ratio really. Just a stupid update with the mouse that is catching something wrong. Let me try to do it 100 times and see if... I don't know. It seems that when I'm switching target and going back, and then exiting and going back, I usually get the problem. You see? So I have to go back and forth between two different objects, and then at a certain point it gives this problem, right? And the issue is that the previous value, so we know where the issue is. The issue is that the previous percentage will be 1, right? And if the previous percentage is 1 and the percent is not set, yeah, but we are going through update anyway, right? So I don't know, I'm going completely crazy, boys, here. I'm going completely crazy. Completely crazy. Completely crazy. Yeah, but you see that the problem is always this one, right? Is when we enter with a 1, 0.52, 0.52. So this is previous percent, and the new one that we give, right? So the previous was 1. The previous was 1. So this was 1. This is 0.52, and this is 0.52. So we enter, we say, are they the same? No. We go here. We take 0.52 and we put it in the previous percentage. So this becomes 0.52. My new value is also 0.52. So nothing happens because we exit here. You see? So nothing happens because they are the same. Because it thinks that they are the same, but in reality they are not. Do you know how to put a stop on your code? You meet a breakpoint. Cannot do it inside Blueprints now, but I can do it in C++, yes. In Blueprints I cannot do it because this thing is not running inside the editor. It cannot run inside the editor. It would be very nice if I could manage to run it inside the editor. I tried a few times, but given the complexity of the project, it's just crashing. But I really would like to know how to run our project in the editor. It would be very, very nice. Because in this case, if I could just press play, right? I could put a breakpoint here and see the value. I don't know. You can put a break. I don't remember how to do it, but you can put a breakpoint here if you want. Sorry, it needs to be on a. Yeah, it needs to be on a. Yeah, toggle breakpoint, right? But yeah, consider this thing is updating very quickly and whatever. But yeah, I cannot run inside the editor, unfortunately. Yeah, I can do it on a node and not on a variable, yes. But it's not running inside the editor, understand? So the problem is, well, let me try to rephrase the problem again. So 1, 0.52, 0.50. Let me take a picture of this, right? Let me take a picture. So 1 0.5, 0.5. This is what is coming in, right? This is what is coming in. Are they equal? No. Are they different? Yes. I take 0.5. I take 0.5 and I put it in previous percentage. So this is 0.5. This now becomes 0.5 as well, right? And I think this is the problem. Should I have... I don't understand when... So this is basically... So is it... No, wait. But then he's setting the percent. I didn't take a full screenshot. But then he's setting the percent, right? So 1, 0.5, 0.5, right? So this is 0.5 and goes into this, which becomes 0.5, right? And my percent also becomes 0.5. So unfortunately now they are all identical, and so this will fail, right? And so this will fail, so nothing will update. And it is actually why, right? It is actually why it's not working, right? Your minimum is 0, we should do nothing but rest it. No, our values are always between 0 and 1. This clamp does nothing because our values are always between 0 and 1. Every value that you will see is coming as between these two numbers. So the clamp is not really doing anything at the moment. It's only a safeguard to avoid that you put an impossible number. But it is exactly what is happening. So the problem is that the percent and the new percentage, right, should be different. If they are the same, nothing happens. So these two numbers needs to be different. If they are the same, nothing happens. So the question is, who is updating the percent, right, with a new value? Who is updating the percent with new value? At the moment, no one. The only update of percent is here. I mean, yes, we are updating it here, exactly here. So as soon as we enter in update bar, so this is why it works the second time, right? Because the second time we have it right. So what should I do? I should set... So the percent should represent my current value on screen, right? It should represent my current value on screen. And the first time I enter... And the first time I enter... I think the problem is that we are switching between different targets and they are like inheriting the value of the other guy, and that is a problem. This is why my idea was that when we switch target, right? We should just set percent, keeping the same previous percentage. So it's like a one shot set the value, right? When we are switching target. When we are on the same target and the same target is getting updated, then it's fine to keep the yeah. But if I do this, which I tried already, we were getting another issue. Let me just check one thing, because I think that this check is a bit weird. Let me also skip. Let me me bring it back to what it was, right? This is how it was before, right? This is how it was before. The thing that makes me mad is that it seems to work for characters, and I don't understand why. I mean, why is working for characters and it's not working for items? I mean, what is the difference? If I do the same, the code is running the same for both. I don't get it, boys. I don't get it, boys. It's midnight though, so I need to go. We solved very little tonight, unfortunately. We solved very little. We solved only one problem, which is good, which was the refresh of the bar at the top, which I think was good. But apart from that, we didn't solve this issue. Well, we simplified a lot the code because we removed a bit of redundancy, which is nice, right? Looking back at the last 2 hours, but we improved the debug, so we get more information now on the problem, but we really didn't solve the problem. But now that we fixed the other issue, let me see if bringing it back to the original form works, because maybe it does, you know. Okay, let's try to do the same use case, right? So I go here. Hello, Devro. Hey, thank you for the raid. Hello, welcome raiders. I'm about to go because it's already a bit late, but anyway. Oh, the bombs. Oh my god, the bombs. No, everyone is going to be dead. Okay. Hello, Mabus. How are you? Hello, Sino4D. Hey, welcome. We are trying to solve a problem of this health. You see at the top, we have the health of the building, because we did it so that we can damage buildings now, which is pretty cool. And we can damage creatures, but we can also damage buildings. But we have a glitch on the bar, on the blue bar, that is actually not giving the proper values, right? Okay, let me see. So if I go in and out from this guy, nothing happens. Everything is at 1111111, right? So I can check the log if you want, and I assume that everything is 11111, right? So that is previous value, percent, new value, right? So it's 11111. So fine. Now we attack this thing, and it goes down, right? Properly. It goes down. So if I look at what happened, now we got a 11085. So previous percent 1, new percent 085. Perfect, right? Perfect. Now the point is that this 85 should now become these two first number in the next iteration, but unfortunately I think we will not have it unless we solved it. But so if now I go here, I go out, so it's getting removed, and I go back in, boom. You see the problem, right? You see the problem, that this does not have the right value. And the reason is, and I know already why, but I cannot fix it, is that this is a 1 and these two are equal. So the previous value is 1, but it's not correct. The previous value is 85. Why is keeping that freaking 1? Why? Why is keeping this 1? Why is coming back, you know, with a 1? Because the point is that no one updated, right? No one updated the previous value. So basically after this iteration, I went from 1 to 85. No one updated this number to be 85. But now, if I go out and in again, it will work. And it will work forever. No, it didn't. Fuck. But now it's 85. Because now we are exiting because it's the same, and so it thinks that it should not update anything. Because now it's saying, no change, so no update, right? No change equal no update. No change equal no update. Can you make it vector 3 with a floating and update function? What do you mean? I mean, the problem is not the update. The problem is not the number. The problem is that we are not updating it properly. The logic is wrong. The logic is wrong. It's not a matter of float or vector. Is that the logic is wrong. The logic in which we update the stuff is wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong. The logic is wrong. So the logic I have is that if it's the same target, we want the bar to animate, because it means that we are changing the thing. If it's a different target, I don't want the animation, because we have to swap from one guy to another guy, right? And so this is why I'm setting the previous percentage, because I'm saying, let me just check one thing quickly. Did we do a set percent, or did we do always update bar? We didn't do a set percent. Update bar. Update bar. Yeah, so at the moment, right, at the moment we never go here, we never go here unless we switch target, because we are checking versus the last seen target. And the last, let me check 1 second this last seen target when it's updated. The last seen target is updated here, which happens all the time, right? Happens all the time. And is updated with what? Is updated with the new target. Is updated with a new target all the time. Yeah. So in theory, yeah. So in theory, yeah. So, but why? Sorry, but why we don't? Wait a second. Is this wrong? I have the feeling that this is wrong. Because current target is actually current target is different from last seen target. I think there is a mix between these two, boys. Why we are using 2? Why we are using 2? Is a good question. So last seen target is sitting on player controller. Current target is sitting on PS character, right? Hello, Aski. No change, no update. Why you need to manually update the bar? What do you mean by manually? I mean, we are updating the bar when the server, this function is basically sending us a new update, right, of the health of the character. So this function runs when something potentially have changed, but we don't know because maybe nothing changed. But this is sent to us regularly, right? It's like a heartbeat kind of thing when we are in combat mode and we are targeting something. And we get a percent health. Yes, may be the same as before, right? But we don't know because we may have switched. I mean, the bar is 1, right? The bar is 1, but the bar works on multiple people, right? So you can target this guy, this campfire. The bar is always the same. So the bar in reality does not know. The bar itself does not know if you are changing the target, right? The bar is just getting a value and is trying to update the value. But the player controller knows if you're switching from this guy to the campfire. He knows it, right? And I think that in that check, I may have messed up something between the last scene target and the current target. I think I may have messed up something here because I think I keep this current target temporarily, because you see that here I'm getting it from there. Fine. Where do I use this current? I want to get rid of this current target. I think this current target is giving us trouble. I think this current target is trouble. It's really trouble because it's really trouble. Okay, here we get it. Here we get it. And we set it in a million places. Because this is the other case. Yeah, this is used for the other case, because when you are outside of combat mode, right? When you are outside of combat mode, so I'm not in combat mode now. Whatever I click, like I click on this guy, I click on this guy, I click on the tent, you see? This thing updates. So there are like 2 modes. There is a mode where I'm outside of combat and a mode that I'm inside of combat, right? And we want both to work. So basically the current, so the current target I think should be used only outside of combat mode, because this is set only when you click on something, right? So for example, if I think that's the fuck up. If I click on this guy, right? If I click on this guy, but then I target this in combat mode, in theory, my current target is still him. Is still him. Right? Is still him, even if I'm here. I think the current target may be changing if actually I attack this thing, because the code will change the... Yeah, so I think I have that mixed. I have that mixed up. Because I have 2 functions that are insisting on the same bar. So basically here I'm clearing, right? I'm clearing the current target. I don't think I should be clearing the current target. I think I should be clearing the last scene target. Even if I'm here, here it seems that I'm using it a lot. Let me see where we use it. So we set it here and we set it here. Okay, that is when we are under the crosshair and we have nothing under the crosshair. So here we clear it, here we set it, and we set it to what? We set it to the hit result, right? We set it to the hit result. which is not bad because this hit result is running continuously, right? So yeah, so in reality this may not be bad. This is what I have, so this is what I have under the cursor, right? At this exact moment, right? This is set to what I have under the cursor at this exact moment. And when I have nothing under the cursor, I clear it, right? So here I have nothing under the cursor. Here it is exactly what I have under the cursor, right? So this is the line trace that is continuous. So if I do this, you know, it's continuously changing that variable, right? It's continuously changing that variable between this different object. Okay, it's putting it in current target. Then the same it does when I'm clicking on stuff. Okay, the same it does when I'm clicking on stuff. Fine. Yes, the same is doing when I'm clicking on stuff. Okay, fine. Now we need to understand the other guy, the last scene target. So the last scene target, let me search it everywhere though, because I want to be sure that it's not set by any other weird people. The last scene target is used only 3 times, which is good. So let me see where it's set. Okay, it's set at the end of the server update. Which is not a great idea though, because we are using another variable to pretty much say the same thing, right? Pretty much say the same thing. Let's say that here is done for the bar and not for the selection, not for the crosshair, right? So this is the last scene target on the bar, on the health bar. The problem is that I set it only after I received a server update, and also I do it at the end. Okay, and then what I do here, here I compare the target that is coming in. The target is coming in, and this one is the one that I asked for with my crosshair. So pretty much this will always be what I have under my crosshair, right? And this as well. So the only thing, yeah, the only case where this happens, that they are different, is when I'm getting an invalid packet or something that is coming after, right? So I'm getting information from the server of a creature that I don't have target anymore, right? And fine. In this case, we just discard the message. So this is the creature that I have targeted. And this is the creature that I have seen the last time after the update. Because I set it here. This is the only place where we set it, right? My question is, why the hell do we do that? Because we want to be able to know if my bar... Exactly. I think we should rename this thing. Let's rename it to last seen target on bar, okay? So at least we remember what the hell is it, right? So this is the last target that we've seen on the health bar, right? Not the one that we have under the crosshair. The one that we have seen on the... So here we are comparing, is the target that I have on my crosshair the same of the last one that I've seen on the bar, right? Because if I stay if I stay with my character always here and I hit, apart from the fact that now the bar disappeared, but because I alt-tabbed, and I hit, everything works, you know, and if I do damage, I did damage, right? That thing goes down, right? And because the last scene is the same, and so it's done is doing an animation between that and that. While if I switch between this guy and this guy, it's not doing any animation, right? You see that it's not doing any animation, so it's like bumping, right? It's bumping between one and the other, bump, bump, without animation. While here is doing the animation because the bar knows that it's the same guy, and so it needs to do the animation, right? So this logic works perfectly. This logic works perfectly. So this check is good. This check is good. This check is good. And I say, if he's the same guy, do the animation. If he's not the same guy, don't do the animation. And at the end, in both cases, we always reset the last scene on bar. Okay. And also we set this last scene target health because why we do this? This is also the last scene target health on bar, right? Because where do we use this? Where do we use this? Where the hell do we use this globally? Globally, we set it here to -1. Reset this or request health target server side. We send us new stuff as needed. So this will basically force the server to send us a new stuff, a new data because the target has changed. And then we use it when we ask to the server yeah, even if this one is the one on bar, but I think it can be fine. I think we use it only for this switch pretty much. We use it only for that switch, so we only say hey, it's -1, hey, it's -1, send us new stuff. A is not -1, just compare, right? If the health bar is identical, don't send me new stuff because we don't want from the server to continuously send stuff up, right? Because otherwise it will saturate whatever the network. So we don't want to send continue. This is why we have this, because if the health didn't change, right? If the health didn't change, we just don't update, right? Which is good. I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it's good. So reviewing the logic, it seems to be correct to me. I don't understand why we have the bug though. I don't freaking get it. Because reviewing the logic, it seems that everything is okay. I think that I think the no animation works well, because in fact here if I look at the log, now we should see the set percent, right? In theory, when I was switching between one and the other, right? I don't know where. Yeah, you see, we see the set percent, so basically no animation. No animation, so this works well. The problem, so all of that is good. All these checks are good. But we have the problem on the first switch. We have the problem. Well, it's not the first switch. I think it's more than the. Yeah, you see, boom. You see that was wrong, and now it's wrong, and now it's wrong forever. Because we are exiting here. because the two values are the same, and we think that the bar already has the right value, and we don't update it. Right? That is the issue of why, you know, we continuously get that value. If I switch target, which basically resets everything, and I go back, then I have it correct because the bar is saying, oh, something happened, I need to be updated, and it's checking the new value, it's getting the new value, right? And if I am here and I go back and forth again, I get a bug again. But my question is, who the hell is setting it as 1, right? Where do I get my freaking 1 from? Where do I get the freaking 1 from? I think I get it from the other guy, so that's the problem. I get the 1 from this guy. I think I get the 1 from here. So if this guy is lower than 1, let me try to do this. If this guy is lower than 1, right? And I switch here, and then I do this. No, I still get the problem. Even if this guy is less than 1? Okay. Then this invalidates my theory. What the fuck? Why this problem is so hard? It should be so simple. Where do we get the 1? Where do we fucking get the 1? There is 07, 07, 05. Where do you see a 1? Where do you see a freaking 1? Update bar 1. Well, let me do it again. So now is 22:34 in this clock. 22:34 in this clock. Okay, now wait. Now we got, okay, everything is correct now, right? 22:35. Everything is correct now. Now I exit. And basically nothing should happen, pretty much, in the log. But let's check it. Nothing happens on that, on the log at least, right? Is this set percent happened before or... No, I think this set percent happened there. But it is weird though, because we... because here we switch to the other guy, 0.5. Oh, 0.5 is... No, this was the other guy. I don't know. Now I go back. Now I go back. And I get... I go back... Yeah, but where do we get the 1? Where do we get the fucking 1? We don't get the 1 anywhere in this log. How? Why the bar went back to 1? Why the bar is getting back to 1? When the two numbers are identical, it cannot calculate it. When all the numbers are identical and we didn't have a change, it cannot calculate it. Is this the problem? Update bar. Update bar. Wait a second. Update bar. Let's assume that all the numbers are the same. Right? All the numbers are the same. What happens? This is the same, set this as the same. This is the same, set this as the same. And this is alpha 0. So everything is the same. So nothing will happen, right? Because these are equal. Nothing will happen. But still I don't understand where I get my 1. When the bar decides to go 1. Is it in the setup? Because I do a setup. Is the setup resetting the material to 1 for whatever reason? Is this the problem? Is this because actually I do? Okay, let's keep the setup. Okay, let's keep the setup. I will not do the setup because we need to understand if the problem is in the setup is just changing the color in theory. But my fear is that it's resetting the bar to 1. Okay, let's try without the setup. Maybe it's that. Please tell me that it's that. Please. Because we recreate the material. In theory the value is given by the server, so. But anyway. Okay, we don't do the setup, so it will be red for everything. Wait, everything will be red. Everything will be red, boys. Which may explain the fact that the character is not getting the issue. I don't know. I really hope it's the setup. I really hope we found it because I'm going crazy here. I really hope it's the setup, boys. The setup is creating a new material, but I don't think it's setting the percentage of the bar. But I don't know. The problem is that I don't know. Yeah, but it's possible. It's possible because the percentage is actually a parameter of the material. Okay, let's try to reproduce it. Now everything is red. Fine. I try to do damage. I do damage. I exit, I enter, is correct. Is the setup, boys. Fuck. Is the setup. 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 Fuck it, the setup. Is the setup bar that is resetting the value to 1. Can you believe it? Let me see what we do here. Can I just change the color in this set? Why I need to... Exactly. Set up color, bro. Why I need to set up it again? Say change color, something like, yeah, change color. That is the bug, boys. 100%. 100%. I think we found it. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh la la la. Oh la la la. Set dynamic material. Why is not here dynamic material? What? Dynamic material, yeah. Now you may say, what about the first setup? Well, the first setup is done. I don't know. The first setup, I don't know. The first setup, I don't know. But I'm sure that this setup is wrong. Which, by the way, is even better because we don't recreate, right? We don't recreate the whole thing. Because we were actually recreating a new material all the time. Which was a very bad idea. because this is happening very often. And so it's much better if we just change the color, boys. Stupid me. Silly me. Silly, silly. Silly boy. Silly, silly, silly boy. Da, 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 da. This music is fantastic. Da, da, da. Mega Man. I can search more Mega Man thingies. There is only one Mega Man soundtrack, or no? I think now it will work. I think it will work. I believe. 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 Please. I don't want to work on this freaking bar anymore. I already wasted like 2 hours on this, or 3 hours on this. Please. 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 It was getting one. It was getting one from the setup. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? From the the freaking setup. But now I want to test all the cases, because I don't want tomorrow to discover again that it's broken, Blue, red, blue. Okay. Now we transition from campfire to this guy without going null. Fantastic. It works. Okay, the transit. This was also broken, and it is something that we fixed tonight, which is very good. This we fixed tonight, so at least we did that. Okay. Now we damage this guy. No, we didn't. Now we damage this guy. Yes. Now we go out, we go in, and he's there. Okay. Now we go to this guy. Now we go back to him, and he's there. Okay. Now I go to the campfire. Okay. Now I go back to this guy. Okay. It's 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 okay. Now I go here. I damage this thing. If I can. Yes. Now I go out. Now I go in. That's correct. Now I go back to this guy. It's damaged. Now I go back here. It's not damaged. Go back here. It's damaged. Go here. It's damaged. Go out. Go in. Go out. Go in. I think it works, boys. I think it was the fucking setup. I think it was the fucking setup. Jesus Christ, superstar. Now I damage this one. Damage this one, but a bit less than the other one, right? So this one is like this. 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 The campfire. The campfire. The guy. The other guy. The guy. The campfire. The other guy. We damage this guy. No, I cannot. We damage this guy. We go to the guy. We go to the campfire. We go to the one. Okay, it works. Too late to drama. It works, boys! We fixed it! Oh my god! I'm so happy. Yes, we fixed it! Victory! Jesus! Jesus, this freaking bar! Holy fuck. To celebrate, we will destroy this thing completely. I need to add a particle effect and a sound and everything, but this is what I wanted to do tonight. I wanted to add the particle effect, like when it's disappearing, you know. I wanted to do yes, not like that, but I wanted to do like a particle, like an explosion or something. to celebrate, we will destroy all the freaking huts and we'll see if this guy reconstruct them, okay? In theory they will. At a certain point they will realize that we destroyed all their buildings and they will reconstruct them. It happened already, so... It happened already, so it's definitely possible. Take that, you bitches. Huh? What do you say now? What do you say now that you don't have your homes anymore, huh? Hmm? Hmm? What do you say now? That fire, bro. I don't think it's a good idea to stay there. It will hurt you a lot. Okay, do you want to rebuild something or no? Where is the other guy? Oh, what are you doing? You building? Ah, this guy's building. This guy's building. Me like working. Me build small house. Ah, you build small house, my friend. Ah, let me see. Do you really build small house or no? You stupid gobble. Ah, you built it again, huh? Very good. You know what? I can destroy it again. Easy. Okay, so eventually the houses will have loot, or anyway will have some other effect. And also these guys will defend the house. At the moment they don't, because first because I'm invisible, but second because they don't feel the same... if I set myself... Okay, it's too long. But anyway, if I set myself attackable, not GM and not invisible, this guy will attack me, right? And so I will do the same on the house. So as soon as you hit the house, these guys will react, right? And they will attack you, so that they will try to kill you before you destroy the house. And maybe the house will have some loot or other stuff, I don't know, right? But yeah, we did it, boys. We did it. Oh my god. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you want to click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, that's nice and also is free. If you want to test our game, you can go to planeshift.it, click on download now. The game is actually released on Windows, Linux and Mac, and you can try it on all three platforms and let me know what you think about it. And you can also, if you want to do a bit more, you can go to patreon.com/planeshift and support the game. Yay! And get some videos and some artwork and some stuff that no one else has seen. And with that, I think I'm going. It's very late. Let's see if we can raid anyone. Indie Horror Dev, Team Vash. And this guy. Who is this guy? Do we remember this guy? He's working in Unreal. He's working in Blender at the moment. Let's go to Indie Horror Dev. I think it's some time we don't raid him, and he's really pushing for a release, for what I understand. So give him some encouragement for the release. And yep, I will see you tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening, 9:30 p.m. European time. As usual, someone gifted me a subscription. Very nice. Yeah, so that's it. Bye bye. Goodbye, guys. See you.